Oh, what is going on, everybody? Oops.
Whoa.
It is Pixelbarners here, and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. When we left off, we've kind of got stuff out of Lamoire, but now Gavin's just thrown that to the side and is yeeting Emma back on the stand, it seems. So, am I ready? I would have just missed my only chance.
Same.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Friendly detective, how far had we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted?
Don't ask me.
I just like saying the same thing twice, and never repeat a song for an encore.
If you would, Miss Sky.
Believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latouse's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling.
Ah, yes, there was only one door in the room, and the witness, you, were standing in front of it.
That air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have a difficult time. My butt would get stuck in there.
Oops.
You sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for a killer is the defendant.
A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have said it better myself.
She does state a clear case. Though reading the report, something caught my eye.
Oh? What's that?
The circumstances of the defendant's arrest.
The circumstances? Again?
Hey, that's right, Apollo! Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre.
Yeah, he was up there with him, with the guitar on him. It's weird.
Yeah.
She's right. Why did Mr. Latouse's body disappear from the room? And end up on top of that stage tower? Holding a guitar, no less.
It's just fucking weird, man.
A perceptive observation there,
observation?
Judge. Sorry, I had dyslexia there for a second.
Thanks. It was kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough. You get a nose for things.
The judge sure seems pleased with himself.
Very good, Fraulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? I mean,
the missing a body.
I doubt that Machi could have carried him all the way onto there.
For real.
And then activated a thing to turn it on and raised him up into the sky.
Yeah. I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Lamoire's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. And Machi practically left his signature at the scene. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant.
Huh. Lamoire's song? Yes. The guitar's serenade.
Yeah.
You noticed it's code too, did you not? It's code? All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. You were there when we talked about this before, dumb shit.
But wait, he wouldn't be able to follow those because he doesn't speak English.
Yeah. First, the keys my heart held onto so tightly were stolen. Then prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames. Gavin's guitar burst into flames. Mr. Deuce's life was taken by a bullet. The rest hardly needs any explanation. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky.
That's mad. It's like a story out of some fairy tale.
I admit I'd forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were.
Hey! You know I was the one who first noticed that.
I've heard of jumping rope and songs, and counting the songs, but killing?
It's a wild world out there, Judge.
Very well. We've heard one song and dance. Let's get on to the next. The cross-examination.
I'm not so sure I'm going to be doing much singing.
Yeah.
Alright, I believe Mike stole the body because of some lyrics. Okay, what do you mean by that? Who would steal a body just to match some lyrics?
I didn't believe it myself, but it can't just be a coincidence.
It is as Fraulein Detective says. Let's begin with the first verse, if you would, Fraulein Detective.
What? You want me to sing it?
You are the witness, yeah? Or you want me to sing? I warn you, my Fia's vocal is not trivial.
Fine. Oh god, I have to sing. Let's look at the first part of the lyrics, shall we? I'm not singing this. When you stole away the... I would think that she would be like, you want me to sing? Fine. But she's like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
When you stole away the keys, my heart held on so tight.
Indeed, my favorite heart-shaped keyring was stolen that morning.
Next, we go to the right page of the lyric sheet, where we find, burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all the way. I don't get paid enough for this. As we know, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar bursts into flame.
Yep.
I want my snacks. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away, all away. For real, fucking kill me right now. Mr. Latus's life was taken by a bullet.
Bravo, Fraulein Detective. You're singing. It's not bad
Fuck you.
for talking, you know. Now for the finale.
Goddamn privileged blonde ass motherfucker.
What was that?
Nothing.
You want to finish the song for me? Oh, guitar,
that's
guitar,
you.
up together to the sky. As it says in the lyrics, Mr. Latus was found with a guitar high in the sky over the stage. No series of coincidences could be so well conceived.
He's right. Scientifically speaking.
What would Walkie have said? That concert was whack?
It's hard to argue when she pours her heart into it like that. Yeah, I really did. Anyway, the shooter.
Anyways, back to the case. Move by last one I saw. How can he move when he's a little boy? Does prosecution have
He's a
any
little
idea
boy.
why he'd do all this?
You want my scientific opinion? No clue. But he clearly had a reason to go through all that trouble. Some deep reason.
A deep reason? Oh god.
Stop punching the walls.
Not only did he steal my keys, he torched my guitar. Unforgivable acts even if he had a reason. And worse if he had none.
The diva's complaints aside, I can't imagine someone doing this on just a whim.
Fraulein Detective, I take offense to that description.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Indeed, it does. Seem too well rehearsed, shall we say?
Yes, this crime was planned for sure.
This country had a motive to... That's such like a statement. Like no one in this country had a motive to kill this victim. But we don't have
I
any
love
evidence
how
on
much
the
she
contrary.
hates freaking.
Yeah.
I love it.
But Mr. Two spoke English. He may have come to this country before.
I looked into that, I assure you.
Oh.
It was his first time in the country, it seems. Apparently he learned English on his own.
Great. You see, no one here had a motive to kill him, and certainly not in such an elaborate fashion.
That seems difficult to imagine.
Unless our famous prosecutor did it as a publicity stunt.
What did you say?
Prosecutor Gavin, you did this to promote your song?
Oh god, now everyone's talking. Of course not, and I am quite dismayed by the ludicrous nature of her claim. Why would I need promotion? Everyone already listens to my music.
They're even in my textbook at school.
And I'd never heard of them. What does that say about me?
I was just kidding. Don't get all worked up, Glamour Boy. I love her so much.
Yeah, my signature. What? He left his signature at the scene? What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What do you mean by his signature?
The bullet holes in the wall, of course.
The bullet holes?
The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall.
And that means what exactly?
That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It'd be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that range.
Difficult to miss, you say?
Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim.
No, you can't be serious.
Machi, he can't see! That's why he missed! It's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly.
That reminds me, the monitor in that room was blaring at the time, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound.
A blind shooter. No wonder he missed.
I knew those bullet holes would come back to haunt me. Think, Justice, what do I do now?
Objection! He's
Raise
a
an
kid! It
objection.
would break his arm.
Sure, there are bullet holes left in the wall. But that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see. Oh, how so? Or there could have been a struggle with the victim.
That's certainly possible.
And it might have been the revolver's fault.
A revolver?
The revolver was a very large caliber, correct?
If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why would dislocate their shoulder?
Exactly. The defendant, Machi Tabaye, is, as you can see, tiny.
Yeah.
It sounds hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would throw off his aim.
A convincing argument, to be sure.
Aha, take that, smug prosecution.
Apollo?
Huh? What?
That bit about Machi being tiny and the gun throwing off his aim.
I just kind of helped him, didn't I?
Aren't you kind of, admitting that he did it?
Oh. It does not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. Even the defense seems to agree on that point.
Good job, Apollo. Apollo, you fucked it.
Perhaps I put my foot in it this time. But let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, Fraulein Detective.
Very well. Witness will add to this, to it. Add this.
Right.
Okay.
From the state of the crime scene, I conclude the shooter was blind.
Really? You can't say he was blind just because of those bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that.
I wouldn't call it proof, per se.
Huh? You merely raised the possibility. Fraulein Detective has made a most logical conjecture based upon the evidence. Of course, there's more evidence than just bullet holes. The defendant was the only one who could have escaped through the air vent. But wait, if he was blind, how would he know about the air vent in the first place?
That is true.
Ah, a very good point. Well, Fraulein Detective, if you would care to explain. He's not seem sure of himself.
He does. Recall the crime scene, if you would. There was a stepladder below the air vent. As it happens, maintenance was scheduled for that day. Custodial staff went around checking all the air vents.
I don't believe it.
Everyone backstage was told about maintenance, including Machi Tabaye. He would have known that there would be a way out to the top of that stepladder.
But why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? You could figure it out for yourself. You only needed to consider what the stepladder was doing there.
Looks like the defense's objection has been squished by a stepladder.
Well, there, forehead. Out of ammunition, perhaps. Never seen Prosecutor Gavin so aggressive.
For real.
Maybe he's caught the scent of blood.
Apollo, don't you have something? Anything? You know what we need? We need something to prove the killer could see. That'll put him in his place.
Huh. Proving the shooter was sighted would do it. That would take down one of the central points.
Yeah, it would.
Do I have any evidence that can prove that, though?
Do we?
I mean, I guess we have to, but... So, it's not a diagram.
What proves that the shooter'd be able to see? The aim? At his shoulder? I
don't know. The one thing I'm thinking of, even though it seems kind of random, is that Machi wouldn't know about the heart-shaped keys. But I guess they'd be like, oh, he felt them. But I don't know. It just seems weird. What do I have that says that the killer could see?
that? Being able to read that?
It's a wonderful question. So wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead.
Let's just go. Oh, you can. Granted, they could be like, oh, but he heard the song.
Yeah.
But still.
Hey, I've got just the thing. Fine. I'll accept the prosecution challenge. As I knew you would, Air Forehead. Well, except I am against here. Prosecutor is saying the shooter missed because he or she couldn't see. Therefore, Machi, who's blind, did it.
The defense will please present their evidence. Evidence that overturns the prosecution's claim that the shooter couldn't see.
Huh.
What are you thinking?
I'm not sure. I don't know if maybe it's the dismay of the room because there's a lot of stuff blocking off the path to get to that ladder. Maybe. They'd have to get around all that stuff.
He'd feel for it. Maybe. But why? I don't know. Because why would they have all the furniture there?
I think we're going to roll with this.
Really?
And do you know why? I think it's because it looks like someone tried to wipe away the blood when he wrote his message.
You're right.
So I might go with this and say that someone saw that message in the blood.
That's kind
that
of
he was trying to
that's
write.
kind of a reach though, because that hasn't even been identified yet.
But we also have to have this here for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll with this.
Okay. Oh.
Oh,
well
man.
then.
This
You got that music
is that
playing.
evidence.
A photograph of the crime scene?
I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face, but this is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor, the crime scene. There's something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point.
Yeah.
Then perhaps you best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, ya.
Very well. Show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. The contradiction at the scene of the crime is...
Well, I guess that's gonna be the writing here. The contradiction is right here.
The smeared bloodstains.
I thought it was just my blurry vision. But it really was blurry.
I know your pain, Judge.
Oh, jeez.
The way the victim's hand is raised above his head, much like a gesture I've seen many times in this court.
Yeah.
It's almost as if he wrote something. Aha! I get it. At least I think I get it.
Get what, Fraulein?
When Mr. Latouche was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write it in his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
Thanks for making my point for me. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here.
That does seem to be a distinct possibility.
The victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion. Drat, I just wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that.
Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind.
Neither would I.
They're like, wait.
No one has anything else to say?
About what?
So the prosecution accept this? You agree this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And that the killer tried to rub the name out?
What's your point?
What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name?
Well, Mr. Latouche was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was... Wait.
Once he saw what it was?
But would he just testify about the shooter?
I said they were blind.
Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. They couldn't have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name of blood otherwise? May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi is blind. He couldn't have been the shooter.
Impossible!
Order. Prosecutor Gavin, please explain to me what all this means. I mean, looking at this photo, seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet up until now...
It seems I owe the court an apology. The Gaviniers are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred. During our concert, apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports are not fought in an entirely timely manner. I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here.
Me neither. Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Like he knows something we don't, and he's about to tell us?
I've got an idea. Let's rock.
Oh, Jesus.
With these documents, I updated the autopsy report.
I know.
But before that, I have a question for the Fraulein detective, if I may.
What the fuck do you want? What?
Tell me, why do you think that Maki Tabaye is blind?
Huh?
What did he say?
What are you saying? Of course he's blind.
Of course.
He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't Lemoire lead him around by the hand all the time?
No way. And she fucking let him go free that one time. Is this motherfucker not actually blind? Is this motherfucking kid got sight?
Remember, this is what you called from the beginning. You're like, that's fake. He can see.
I know, but now it's different because we're trying to make him not be the killer.
Yeah.
Fuck. No way. Well, you know what? I guess next time we're gonna get our world rocked and they're gonna tell us that the fucking kid can see.
Was that a pun?
Oh, hey. I didn't even notice that.
You looked so proud.
Hey, good job, me. Good job, accidental me. Woo.
Oh, Jesus.